Because we were having buses pick up, elementary gets out at 3:30. We dismiss a little earlier than that, but the actual end time for elementary is 3:30. But buses were picking up 4:30, 5 o'clock to take kids home because of the bus shortage, but also because of just the inefficiency of the routes. Yeah, Oof. Because they hadn't been updated in years. And so, to be able to have kids actually be picked up at 3:30, 3:40 so that teachers can plan and then go home is going to be a huge blessing. It was the one area outside of transportation efficiency where I truly felt like I felt elementary educators not being able to give them that time after school that they get together and plan and get ready for the next day without feeling rushed to go home because they just kept kids an extended hour or so. And so, it is positive. While it may feel a little frustrating, and obviously if you know of a hazard in your neighborhood or your road that we missed or that's new, then definitely please call transportation and let them know.
What's up, Camden County? You are catching a bonus episode of the Getting in Your Business podcast. I'm your host, Alison Shores from the Camden County Chamber of Commerce. And guys, I have some very special people here today to talk to us. Dr. Green, Superintendent of Camden County Schools. So first, before we get started, I want you to introduce who we have, the leadership that you brought with you today.
Well, hello, everyone. Eager to be here and excited to talk about Camden County Schools. Today, I have with me Dr. Loden. He's Assistant Superintendent of Operations, Safety, and then also Dr. Whitehead, Teaching and Learning. And we have Dr. McManigal, who will join us later.
Yeah.
She's Chief of Staff for Camden County Schools.
So thank y'all all for being here. This is exciting. We are getting ready to get back to school. So that's exciting. Are you guys ready?
We're back in school.
So y'all already
This group works 12 months.
Gotcha.
So as soon as we come back from the 4th of July, it is game on for us.
So y'all are ready?
Yes.
Prepared and ready. I love it.
Yeah.
So I kind of wanted to bring you guys in and talk to you about this year's school year and what all is going on, maybe some changes that we've made, things that we want to get out to the kids and the parents. And so thank y'all for being here. So I kind of want to start with something that I've just recently learned about called Infinite Campus.
Yeah.
Like, what? So what is Infinite Campus?
Well, I'll start with our journey to Infinite Campus. I believe in evolution for sure. And there are a lot of things about the product because I previously used it that I know would just be better for our system. I'll obviously let Dr. Whitehead talk a little bit more about the platform itself. We were with PowerSchool. There was this breach that created a lot of ambiguity and doubt with constituents about whether or not PowerSchool truly is safe. We had a few of our families receive letters saying there was a breach. We had PowerSchool tell us that we didn't actually have a breach. So I would say that was probably just the catalyst. We were already thinking that we probably needed to switch to something different for our families. And so that definitely was the catalyst to say, you know what, let's make that change. And so I'll let Dr. Whitehead talk a little bit about Infinite Campus. It's our student information system or our student information platform.
Okay. And parents can get into this.
Parents, teachers.
Absolutely.
I don't have kids, so we got to break it down. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
You're right. A lot of the listeners probably won't have kids, but PowerSchool, some people are familiar with Focus. And so it definitely is our student data management system.
Okay. So you're going to tell us about it?
Yes, sure. So Infinite Campus, their titling is, infinite because they continue to add components.
Okay.
One of the greatest features is being able to centralize parent and household information within Infinite Campus.
Okay.
So that our staff has an easier access point to know who to notify in a family. About any given thing. And it connects our parents to their student information in a little bit different way, but it's still clear. Parents will have a link that they can either access information online or they can download the app on their phone and continue to receive notifications about grades posting and other events happening with their student that they were accustomed to with PowerSchool.
Okay.
So those same capabilities exist within Infinite Campus.
Okay, so how do people get access to Infinite Campus? Is it something that just like y'all send out a link and you download? Is that how people get access to Infinite Campus?
Yes, correct. So our webpage actually has a link now that allows parents to click in, and it will send them information specific to their own child whenever they activate.
Okay.
So it's linking them for privacy concerns to just get information about children in their household.
Okay.
And, the activation code is very unique.
Okay. That's interesting.
It is. And, lucky, I guess it's a blessing. Sometimes I'm sure Mr. Wilson, the principal at DLR, where my kids attend or attended, thinks maybe not so much, but having kids in the system, it really helps me to troubleshoot things and be able to provide meaningful feedback, timely feedback on a lot of our platforms and implementation of things that we do. And so I would say it was definitely very easy to manipulate. While it was redundant, where if you had already registered or you were a returning student, the information was you entering was redundant. It definitely gave us an opportunity to validate and verify information for families and catch errors. And obviously update if people had phone number changes. So I definitely appreciated going through. It was very quick to register or re-register 2 new students.
So is this...
Or 2 returning students, I should say.
So when you go through the Infinite Campus, is it also where you find like notifications or something if school's going to be canceled or if school's going to be any of that? Or where do you find that?
Well, we have the capability to push out messages for sure. We already do that through ThrillShare with our website as well as text messaging. So some overlap. We will probably more so push out things that are relevant to grades, attendance through Infinite Campus more so than school closure. School closure will continuously be on our website and our social media pages as well as a phone call, an email, and a text message.
I was about to say, y'all have several different, to reach people.
We do. Woof. Which is why it's important that the information is verified that we have in Infinite Campus.
Exactly. I hope everybody hears that. Let's get all that information updated so they can contact you when they need to. That is very important.
Absolutely.
So let's go on to, I've heard that there's some rerouting this year. And so let's talk about it because it's not a bad thing.
No, it absolutely isn't. And I hope families hear our hearts. When you are in this seat, and you consistently hear transportation as an issue, you are always troubleshooting with your team ways to improve. And it's the one area across the country where people are trying to figure out the best way to transport, of course, obviously, but to be more efficient and effective. And if we want to drop off and pick up on time, then we really need to follow some of the guidelines the state has put in place, which is a walk zone. And I'll let Dr. Loden kind of elaborate on that. But really, the rerouting was because we hadn't done it in a while and we were just inefficient at drops and pickups. So we wanted to make sure that we were within the guidelines, state guidelines, which we operate a little different, and he'll elaborate on that, but wanted to improve. We wanted to truly look at how we improve. And so we cut hours off of our routes by looking at rerouting.
Wow. That's incredible.
It is. And kudos to Cal Kirby and his team, our new transportation director, for making that happen.
Absolutely. So what is your life like in transportation right now?
Well, I will tell you that the past couple years working with transportation has been probably the most frustrating thing I've ever had to deal with as a professional.
Really?
It really has. Having some new leadership, looking at rerouting, it becoming more efficient and more effective. That is one of our safety protocols. That's our strategic badge that you just heard. We're doing some tests.
Yes, I love it.
I'm sorry about that. But that is an automatic alert that the schools can send out to, it goes straight to 911 if they do the emergency call, or they can do a local in-house call in the school by just pressing the button 3 times. But if you press it multiple times, it immediately goes to 911 and it goes out. And so anybody on the school property can initiate that emergency call. So if something goes down.
So those are incredible because my husband has one and he was like, don't touch it. Don't don't press it. And I'm like, what? And so, I think that is amazing. Just like that,
just like that, we get an emergency call, and anybody on staff can do it because everybody has one.
Yeah.
Wow!
While they're on campus, we're not tracking our faculty members.
Yes,
that's right.
Yes. But that's really cool. I mean, that's instant.
Instant. That's right.
Wow.
But let's get back to transportation.
Yes, I'm sorry. But safety is important. Safety is very important.
Very, very important. And but with transportation, we are with rerouting, not rezoning. We want to make sure everybody understands we're not rezoning. It's just rerouting.
Rerouting.
Looking at the buses becoming more efficient, making sure we're picking up the right amount of kids from each neighborhood, and of course we've looked at our walk zones and becoming more efficient with that. We've rode every school property. We've gone around the walk zones to make sure we're within that perimeter, making sure all the walk areas are safe. There's crosswalks. So we've done due diligence as far as making sure the kids will be safe if they are in a walk zone. So
I'm going to stop for just a second because I want to say this. I think it's easy for the general public, me included, like to just look at things and be like, what are they doing? But I think it's important for people to know, I've seen firsthand how you guys care, and it's to a different level. Like you just said, y'all have walked the routes, you know, to see how far they're going to have to go. I mean, you even care about Woodbine, you know, and I think sometimes like we forget about Woodbine. I love Woodbine. That's my people, you know, and so, but you take care of that, and no kid is even walking in Woodbine.
Absolutely not.
And I just think that is really cool because not all school systems take that kind of care and time to do things. And I think it's very easy for people to sit back on the sidelines and say, what are they doing? This makes no sense. Yeah. Well, actually, if you knew the entire story and all the logistics, it's perfect. It's good. And we keep trying to improve it. And I think it says a lot about our leadership at Camden County Schools. And I want to give y'all kudos for the way that you care about the kids and just even how far they're walking to the bus. It goes to that extreme. And I just love that. And I thank y'all for that.
We appreciate the commendation for sure. Because we're not even, I mean, the state says 1.5 miles and we've reduced it to 1 mile. And in many cases, not even 1 mile that we've created a walk zone. And it's not just for walking. Walk zone is obviously car rider too. You're not going to be picked up by a bus. And so I think it's a great idea to always be, you know, in the bus or in the car and truck going through those routes. We took a team to the north end to Tarboro, Incochee, Waverly. We had to go to my side of Camden County to make sure that people understood that kids were standing at bus stops as early as 5:15.
Right.
To get picked up for buses in the dark, you know, down dirt roads. And some of our routes go all the way to the Brantley County line. And turn around actually in Brantley County to come back and pick up kids. I mean, people really, truly don't understand how extensive some of those routes are. And so it was important for district staff to understand that so we can do what's best for kids.
I think people forget how big our county is. And at the north end, it is huge. I mean, it can take you a long time to get from one, you know, picking up kids along that route. It's a lot. We have a lot of landmass and a lot of people living in the north end. And I think it gets forgotten about because, you know, predominantly most people live right here in the cities. So, I just think it's awesome that, like, what has it been like for you to come back?
It's amazing.
It's
amazing. I love my job. I love the people I work with. I love who I get to serve. And so it just makes it so much easier. Even, I mean, obviously you have your critics and I absorb a lot because everybody believes they can do this job.
Girl, we all got the critics. Man.
I mean, it is truly a blessing. And I am so grateful that the school board and obviously God chose me for this work because it doesn't feel like work at all. To see the smile on my brother's face or my aunt's face or a cousin or a classmate's kid and graduation. If I could just get paid to do graduation and convocation, oh my God, that'd be a dream.
Convocation looked amazing.
It was.
Can we talk about that? You had teachers excited to be there.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. You just ended their summer.
It was the best rally ever.
Like I got to see the videos and stuff that y'all, you know, different people posted, and I was like, wow. It was that kind of energy. Yeah. Holy cow. Girl, you must be doing something.
It was awesome.
Like, yes.
Awesome. I would say that I'm just being used as a vessel to love people and obviously to do what's best for children.
Yes, and care about our kids' education.
Care about our kids. So,
now, let's go back to transportation for 1 second. I'm sorry that I got off on all that. It happens. But rerouting, I do want people to understand that it's not rezoning, and it's for the best, like to get your kids the best amount of, you know, walking space that they actually have to do and just all the things. It's just great for us.
You know, it gives our teachers planning time because we were having buses pick up, you know, elementary gets out at 3:30. We dismiss a little earlier than that, but the actual end time for elementary is 3:30. But buses were picking up 4:30, 5 o'clock to take kids home because of the bus shortage, but also because of just the inefficiency of the routes. Yeah, because they hadn't been updated. And in years. And so, you know, to be able to have kids actually be picked up at 3:30, 3:40 so that teachers can plan and then go home is going to be a huge blessing. You know, it was the one area outside of transportation efficiency where I truly felt like I felt elementary educators not being able to give them that time after school that they get together and plan and get ready for the next day without feeling rushed to go home because they just kept kids an extended hour or so. And so, it is positive. While it may feel a little frustrating, and obviously if you know of a hazard in your neighborhood or your road that we missed or that's new, then definitely please call transportation and let them know that there's something that prevents your child from walking. But our goal was to increase efficiency while still being safe. But it checks so many boxes beyond just the efficiency of getting to and from school for us.
Yeah. Wow. Was there anything else you wanted to say, Dr. Loden, about that?
No, I think that pretty much just being more efficient. You know, every school district is struggling to get drivers. Yeah, and being able to do more with less, and that's what we did. And and it should be very effective and definitely better for parents this year. With that, we should have. In the past, we've had all our office staff out driving buses. Yeah. So
wow,
parents,
is that true? Like that? Yeah. I did not know that.
So when parents call, there's nobody in transportation answering the phone. But this year, with being more effective and more efficient, we should have and will have office staff there to answer phone calls finally.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, Dr. McManigal, you just joined us, and we are so glad you are here. I want to talk to you a little bit about how our business community can really connect and help out or do anything at the school system. I know a lot of our businesses want to get involved. I don't think they always know how, and how they can actually give back to the school system and for the kids, whether it be sports or academics, because I don't even think people know y'all have the coolest clubs. The robotics club, what? It is remarkable. And so I just want you to speak on that, on just how we can get involved and how we need to go about that.
Sure. Well, one of our focus areas focuses on community engagement. So we can always use money.
Yeah, I hear you.
We have different level sponsors, that can help us sponsor some of our events and things that we do. Like we just had new teacher onboarding. We have 85 new teachers who will join, newly certified staff, not just teachers joining us. So we had several business partners who were able to help us kick off those events. But we also are looking for people to help in the classrooms and help with those robotics and bring in some of our partners, like from the Navy base. I recently was principal at St. Mary's Middle, and we had partners that would come in and help with different clubs and even sports, lay coaches. So there's a lot of different opportunities that are available for community stakeholders to help us.
Now, who should they reach out to, or what's the best way? Is it something they should go through the chamber? Should they go through you guys? Is there a contact? Is it you? Is it?
It can be me. Okay. Courtney Ray is on our team, and she's communications director for the school system, so she can be one that could be contacted as well.
Awesome. Is there anything you want to say to our business community as far as I know I'm putting you on the spot a little bit, so I'm sorry about that. But I don't know. I just think it's really cool. I know our community is. We are getting better and better at supporting each other and connecting each other. I see a huge shift lately, with people using their local people to do things. So I don't know if there's anything you want to.
Yeah, I just noticed at the beginning of the year, every year, there's always sometimes those students that don't have a new backpack. They don't have the supplies that they need. So that's always a way for our local businesses to help us help some of our needy students or help teachers with general classroom supplies. That's always nice to have.
Yeah. I see some of the teachers will put on their Amazon, wish list, and I always try to go on there and get stuff, even if it's something small. But what are some things that teachers need in their classrooms?
Oh my goodness. Lots of Lysol wipes.
Hand sanitizer.
Kleenex, just general classroom supplies to help those students who don't always come to school with what they need.
Yeah.
So teachers spend a lot of money out of their own pockets. So
they do. And both my parents were teachers, and I used to remember going up and every year we'd have to do her bulletin board and all the things. And, but people don't realize how much teachers actually give to their students. They spend their own money doing and caring about their students. And I don't think people realize, because these kids become your kids, and they really do. And so I'm just glad we have people that care about these kids, and their education. And it always goes further than that. So now I do want to talk about something exciting that's going to be happening. And we are kicking off football season.
We are.
Which is my favorite season. So when is our scrimmages when?
It is August 8th. Benedictine, home.
Home.
Yes.
I love this.
Yes.
All right.
In a stadium with new sound.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yes.
We have new sound?
We do. We do. We are very proud about some of I should say all of the upgrades we've made, but definitely just to be able to elevate our spaces where our public gets to participate and have a high quality experience like the football game. It's been such a blessing for us to be a part of that. And so people will notice some things. I mean, the pressure washing at the stadium, the new fencing.
We pressure wash the stadium?
Yes, we did. The simplest thing.
I know, but it'll make the biggest difference. I can't wait to go see it.
It has, and as well as the press box, we've made some updates there. But it's not just football. I mean, we have been intentional about the 9th grade extension being for wrestling, both girls and boys wrestling, freeing up space for volleyball, cheer, and so it's going to take time. These things don't happen overnight, but over the course of the next few years, people are going to see where we truly tried to invest money in elevating the spaces so that there's equity and experiences, but high quality experiences across all of our co-curricular and extracurricular activities.
And the stadium is not just for football. I mean, soccer plays there. There's so much that goes on in that stadium.
Right. Parks and Rec.
Yes, there's just so much that I think it's so cool. I think people need to join us on Friday nights underneath the lights because it's going to be an exciting season, and I can't wait. So when do we play Brunswick?
We play Brunswick August 15th. I see you have your Camden colors on with a splash of Brunswick gold. I don't like it.
It's not. Yeah, I hear you, but
I'm going to accept it today.
Go Wildcats. Go
there
Wildcats.
There we go. I will mention with Dr. McManigal, the Partnership Alliance. I think it's there's a Partnership Alliance team, and we'll start advertising that.
Okay.
Dr. Cato's over that, and it's tied directly to some of the stuff we do with Title I. But if you're a business partner who wants to give advice, serve more as in an advisory role, because some people want to give, but then a lot of as we venture and improve workforce development, more people are trying to give us advice on how to make sure that we give them ready employees, right?
Yeah.
And so we want to, if you want to engage like that more in an advisory role, the Partnership Alliance team is the space for you, and that's Dr. Cato.
Yeah, and y'all also have a great work. Is it called? I don't know what it's called. Work Ready program.
Our work-based learning.
Work-based learning. See, this is why I don't.
That's okay.
But it's a great program.
It is an amazing program with great sponsors. Our teachers at the high school and CTAE do a phenomenal job with our students and getting them ready. We obviously want our kids to do whatever they feel is the best track for them, whether that's college, military, but we don't want to discourage them from doing the CTAE route and getting doing a trade.
Trade is where it's at right now. So, we're always looking for welders and HVAC and all kinds of stuff. And I know, especially with everything that's going on base right now with the expansion, they're definitely, TRF is looking for a lot of that stuff.
They really are. Miller Electric. there are just a lot of local industry partners that are looking for us to get our kids ready for them. White Oak Plantation.
Yes.
And so there's some spaces where we have some opportunities really to promote workforce development.
Yeah. But y'all just have great programs. I'm so proud of our schools here. Like legit, I really am. It's impressive. I love what we're doing. And I think it gives kids so many opportunities that they wouldn't have otherwise. And I thank you guys. And I thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
Did we cover everything?
Yeah, we covered almost everything. I mean, I could sit up here and talk for days about Camden
I know,
County,
but you ain't got that kind of time.
But I don't have that type of time. The one thing I will take this opportunity to say is thank you to our school board, who is a tremendous support of the work that we do. And then obviously our greatest resource, our teachers. I love our administrators. They do a phenomenal job. We are not Camden County Schools without our teachers and without our families who support the work at home.
Yes.
So kudos to them for making sure that we maintain high expectations for our kids.
Yes. And, Courtney Ray, your communications, she is actually joined our board, and we're super excited about that, to have her she's just amazing to work with. And so y'all have just amazing people. And I'm so fortunate that you guys are here and we get to, that we have you guys leading our school system. It's amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Did y'all have anything else you wanted to add?
I don't think so.
No. Ready.
Thank y'all for coming on here. Yes, go Wildcats. Make sure, if you hadn't already gotten your tickets, I'm sure the season tickets are already on sale, but please get them. Support our Wildcats, support the school system, and know that you've got caring leaders at the top that really, truly love and support our kids and teachers. So
thank you.
Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you guys for listening. You have caught the bonus episode of the Getting in Your Business podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe.